get your love? When I'm gone, who gets your love?
What's up, good people? We're back here with another episode of the ReHas. It's your boy, Bro Troy.
Bro Smith.
Bro Kirk.
And we are the Bro
Code.
Code. So, fellas, you know, this is an opportunity for us just to kind of kick back, relax, talk a little bit more about things that kind of define us personally as men, as fathers, and as servant leaders, community leaders, and everything in between, man. So, I know in the past we've talked about our upbringings and things of that nature, but, you know, here we are in the North Carolina Central University for another one. And one of the hot topics that, you know, we've been talking about, especially with the Male Achievement Center, the MET, right? Yeah. And with the adults and the young adults that are here, with the young men that are here, is that mental health issue. Like, how do they combine or connect the best part of themselves in the books and making sure that they find that harmony and balance, right? So I really can't speak from experience on this one. You know, my education came from lived experience. I never did go to college formally. Right after high school, I went straight into working for the government and started traveling overseas. So I love to hear from a first perspective. We've got a graduate from North Carolina. No, I'm sorry, NC State. You waiting on that, or NC State go pack, right?
That's right.
But talk to me, man. What was that experience like for you? Take us back.
Well, it kind of popped. I was looking for a university that felt like home, from Jersey. In the bricks in the brickyard of NC State, it made me feel like I was home, more so than any other university. I thought about an HBCU, but I really wanted to go to an organization or a school that felt like I was in an organization, you know, like I was in the corporate world, so to speak, and can really mesh with people that didn't look like me. And so that was what was important. When it comes to just the experience, I tried to dabble a little bit of everything. Got a chance to go overseas, got a chance to be part of a leadership organization for the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, and really got a chance to dive into business acumen as a business major and ultimately getting my master's in business. So, but when it came to just issues, I really didn't talk to, you know, therapists and, you know, even my parents. I tried to stay in a religious community, a spiritual community, non-denominational churches, and tried to make sure I was still grounded in the Word. Yeah. And that kind of goes back to my upbringing as a child. You know, I took my issues to Jesus.
Laid it on the altar.
Or didn't think about it and just kind of moved over to the next issue. Yeah,
and it's funny you say that. Again, grandmother, right? Praying grandma. Like, if I would have invested in knee pads, I'd be a millionaire because she wore out knee pads praying about me, right? And still did stupid. Did my fair share of it, plenty of it, and knew better. But it was alluring, it was new, assumably cool. You know, it's funny you say that because we say, hey, just pray about it, but oftentimes, man, that's not enough. And here we are now in the metaverse. We're on this informational highway that gains a new HOV lane every day. And we can no longer just tell our kids, pray it out, right? And we're in a space where we have to equip them with ways to cope, ways to process, ways to filter, because we know all of that information on this highway is not true, right? So, you know, I'm curious. You know, I hear what you're saying, right? Because at that time, that wasn't an important topic. Yeah. But now mental health, mental wellness, and just mental stability, period, is no longer taboo. It's no longer under a carpet. We see famous people, not that it never has happened before, but their kids killing themselves, man. Suicide rates, we're talking second in death between kids of 10 and 21. You know, at 10, I was worried about cereal and what cartoons, right? That's it. But now they're dealing with different devils on different levels, man. So talk to me about your experience, Bro Kirk.
So I think, not from a college standpoint, but just having children early, So I had my son at 19. I was married at 21, went on to have 4 kids by the time I was 26. So my wife stayed home, right? So all the pressure was on me. And I wasn't built, I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
I did it because that's what I had to do as a husband and a father. And a lot of it was about praying, right? But I needed therapy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until probably 10 years in where I realized that I needed to go get counseling. And I did that, and I still do that. And unpacking this stuff, man, it's real. Like, it's something that I think every human, we need to normalize it to a point where it's like when you go to the dentist, right? Every 3 months, every 6 months, the checkup. It's just normal mental fitness. Same as going to the gym and everything else. And when you take that stigma away,
that's right.
I'm not crazy. I need some balance. I need some, like you said, some emotional balance.
Harmony, yeah, absolutely. I can dig that. And again, normalizing it, right? Making it no different than you putting lotion on or anything else to make sure that you are fit. You look the part. And a sense of healing, because trauma is real.
Yeah.
Right? Trauma is real, man. So if I'm hearing you guys correctly, as men, as the bro code, and part of that code is making sure that on all levels, whether that be spiritually, mentally, financially, physically, that you're seeking to be a better person, right? Perpetual. And if I'm also hearing you correctly, you can know Jesus and still have a therapist. Go figure. Yeah, indeed, man.
You gotta have both.
So we definitely encourage that as brothers, as men, you know, as those that not just are on a show called The Bro Code, but actually live this thing. This is a lifestyle amongst brothers. We encourage those, man, find help, seek help, and understand that therapy, man, is necessary. So it's your boy, Bro Troy.
Bro Smith.
And Bro Kirk.
We are Bro Code.
Yeah. When I'm gone.
When I'm gone,
Oh.
who gets your love?
Bello on the beat.
To leave a legacy is bottom line. Missions.
The bros just got stronger. We've added a new member to the team, A. Ruth Proctor. The blonde bombshell herself will be hosting this new segment called The Proctor Report. This segment will share behind-the-scenes footage and engage questions from our listeners from a female point of view. Tap in to the Bro Code. Stay tuned for a new segment on the Bro Code show called The ReHas. You'll learn more about the bros personally and what drives them as men and community leaders. The ReHas will be available on YouTube and all audio podcast platforms every Friday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tap in to the Bro Code.
Get your love. When I'm gone, who gets your love?